Quiero decirles con labios que si no me besan, me muero. Mi pensamiento, mi vida y todo mi amor son de ella. Es la mujer que más quiero, mi luna, mi estrella. Acércate más a mí y dame un beso de amor.
It's early, girl. Yes, yes, yes. So I was blown up last night, like legitimately blown up. No lie. I had probably 13 shares, 13 people. It's definitely too early, but like 13 people wrote me yesterday and was like sharing me Marilyn's live and then telling me that I was being spoke on and I needed to get in there. And I was like, bro, I'm fucking sleeping. I'm sleeping. So I didn't know what happened. Well, I went to YouTube. Thank you, Jesus. It was already posted, which usually you gotta wait a minute, but it was already posted. So I was watching it. And I still don't know like what the beginning was because the one live, because there's two lives, and the one live, right when you press play, it just goes like right into Holly. Um, I vaguely remember what live Marilyn's talking about. I don't remember dropping her, going at her, but I mean, I can go back and see if the live is posted. I don't remember, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck happened, but I will say in her second live, in Marilyn's second live where she's talking about rehabilitation and shit like that. Let me just say this. I don't give a fuck if, and we're talking this, I don't know why I have to say this to grown ass people, but trigger warning, okay? If you hurt a child in any way, shape, or form, for me, I am not going to be like, oh, well, some shit happened to you when you were a kid, so I get it. Not gonna come from me. You will never hear me say, well, I get it. It happened to you when you were a kid, so no, never. Never will that be a justifiable excuse. Ever. For one. So, and I'm not gonna feel bad for that. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, I'm not. Am I gonna feel bad for what happened to you as a child? Of course. Again, all children should be protected, not hurt, right? But for you to go and do it, knowing how it was for you, that like I just can't. That's kind of like the same way about hurt people. You know, I mean, I get it from a different perspective. I understand that saying in a better way now that I heard it from a different perspective. Doesn't mean that I'm going to still be like, yeah, I'm a hurt person, so I'm going to hurt you because I'm hurt, you know. As far as rehabilitation, yeah, no, if you, whether you get caught or not, if you are into fucking children, something ain't right with you. Something is not right with you. No, I don't think that you could go to a rehabilitation center and all of a sudden that be gone. That's a sick fucking thing in your brain that I feel like you just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck, which is what I said a long time ago when I said, I don't care about the internet. I don't care what somebody's doing on TikTok if you gotta register and fucking notify your neighbors in the real world. Some things come way before TikTok, okay? Some things, like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to say it the right way without it getting fucking twisted. Because it gets twisted all the damn time. Because, I mean, the last time I spoke on this shit, it was twisted as, oh, I thought you didn't care about the app. Oh, but you seem to care because you're on the app. You know, from fucking dumbasses. People can portray themselves on the internet to be anything that they want, right? some people who are in our chats and support us and shit like that could possibly be the same fucking way. And as far as Retina telling the Chester that she loved him, y'all need to really look at that date. Okay? Because from the screenshot that I have seen, it was back in March before he was outed for being the Misfit page. Okay? So how do we know that she didn't think that they was the fucking woman that Smash claimed it was? Hi, Southern. You know? Like, but it's selective with y'all motherfuckers. You guys want to give ones passes that you like in the moment and fucking crucify the next. You know? But as far as like, if he's not doing shit on the app and until there's black and white and all that, bitch, he did it once. He did it more than once. Let's stop speaking about the shit as if it only happened one and done. There were several. There was his sister and his niece. All right, we all heard the fucking charges. We all heard the fucking details of it that he got caught for. Let's keep that in mind too, that he got caught for. There's no telling who else. Exactly. Also, I really don't remember replaying a live. I do, however, remember streaming Smashly after I asked her if she could replay the live and in its entirety. So I'm gonna have to go look for that live. If anybody remembers like the times, you know. Oh, girl, good morning. Girl, clear the Coley. I think if you hold down and clear the turn the chat off for yourself, you could take a screenshot of it here. I'm talking about Chester. And that's my stance. I don't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Thank God he don't bother me, cause honey, I promise you, like just stay where you at, honey. You know, like I don't start nothing, won't be nothing. For real. But I don't know what the full conversation, like I don't know the full context of last night, only because like I said, if you start the first live, it goes right into like Marilyn talking about this live that I had, and she came in and I dropped her or some shit. And then, yeah. And then the second one, she goes into like asking, can people be rehabilitated on her, you know, after being into children? You know? Yeah, but then she made a comment about like Marilyn did. She made a comment about like, you know, there's people that are sitting around in churches and in schools and police forces and shit like that who have that sick ass fucking thing in their mind and they never act on it that we know of because they don't get caught. And I agree with her 1,001%. You know how many? There was just somebody that just got popped off because we got a busted page, you know, where everybody like that goes to jail. 83 years old. 83 years old! And this motherfucker just got popped for being a Chester. 83. Do you know? Ugh. God. Ugh. And for me, I feel like Chester's, I don't feel like you should be even walking free on this earth. I really don't. I'm sorry, but I don't. I feel like that's the devil in you. whether you're religious or not, that's how I feel. I feel that you are Lucifer walking the fuck around. No kids should be around you. I don't give a fuck. And anybody that's, because there's women that are also Chesters. And I'm not talking about fucking cougars who date younger men. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I don't even think they should be at all, like at all. Because at the end of the day, that victim, the person that they, touched as a minor, that's a life sentence for them. That's a life fucking sentence for them. Whether it was just, touching inappropriate or doing the whole thing, that's a life sentence. That's a fucking life sentence for them. Good morning. Thank you, love. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's what I'm saying. People are sick. Now listen, don't get me wrong. I'm a freaky bitch, but I ain't doing nothing in front of children. I'm not. That's fucking sick. Like, people are sick. People are sick. For all we know, it could be a fucking neighbor or who failed to register. So you won't know until they, you know what I'm saying? Until one day you come home and you see the police everywhere. And it's like, what the fuck? There's people that, some live in families where fucking it's hush hush. I mean, I know back in the day, clearly back in the day, it was a hush hush situation. You know what I mean? I mean, shit, I could tell you stories of my grandma that she told me, my great great aunt that she told me. You know what I'm saying? My mom kept us away from certain family members on my mom and dad's side because of shit like that. But here's the thing. Here's the reality of it. Not everybody's parent is like that. Some parents will still have you around a motherfucker. Shit, some parents will have you around a motherfucker that touched them when they were kids. That's just the reality of it. Everybody together should be trying to fucking keep the children safe. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But I definitely agree. There's no rehabilitation at all. None. Once that's it, like, nope. And, ugh. Again, Chester, Anthony, I don't give a fuck what you're doing on this app. I don't give a fuck you clapping back or going back and forth or whatever the case may be. First and foremost, your excuse was you came to take down Florida Man and go at Florida Man. But Florida Man ain't fucking here. Okay? Nobody's fucking with your punk ass mama. Alright? Nobody barely speaks about the fucking tea situation no more. There's no reason to keep shit going. And you posting children and having children and shit like that. And they're women. You're going at women. Let's not forget that, all right? Women. Okay? Women. Not men. Not their husbands. Not their fucking adult sons. Women. Women. I don't know where the fuck anybody thinks that's okay. Women. Fucking women. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if a woman is a motherfucking beast or not, alright? I don't care if she could beat up every fucking Joe Snow on the fucking block. It's still a woman. I'm not saying women can just get away with talking shit and going at men and men can't say nothing, that. But bitch, ain't you quote unquote married? Didn't you say you were fucking married? Where the fuck your wife been at to handle the shit with you going back and forth with women? Because I know if Jeff was on the motherfucking interwebs going back and forth with a bitch, I'd be right there. I would never in my life would I be okay with my husband going at a motherfucking woman. I don't care at all. Okay? But even though that is like, that's not right at all. You touching on fucking children? Ugh. I wish I could articulate my words the perfect way so they don't get twisted, or the perfect way to where I don't slip up and say something that could catch me a charge, or that, but the reality of it is that's just not how I speak. That's not how I talk. That's not my vocabulary. It's not. That's not the way my brain works. It really doesn't. I ramble until I get my fucking point across, and 9 times out of 10, if you don't want to hear it, you're not going to hear my point. You're just going to talk about how I ramble, which is totally fine. That's your fucking prerogative at this point. I stand on what the fuck I say. When I found out, like I said last night, when I found out what Nikki said and why people were, some were in an uproar, some were mad, some were like, oh my God, this is disgusting. Bitch, I stand 100%, 1,000% behind you on that same fucking feeling. You hurt a child, you know what I'm saying? I won't be on the interweb saying all of it. I won't be repeating it, but yeah, definitely. I'm more of not a talker, like, I mean, everybody wants to do an awareness on me because my motherfucking life was put at risk and I handled it the way that I wanted to handle it. So I definitely agree with that. I agree with if you hurt a child, you ain't got, like, you should, I feel like you should be, if you're gonna be, since the law is not to euthanize you, the law should be life in prison and get handled and touched the way you were doing out here. Period. Every single motherfucking day you should be tortured. I'm talking about motherfucking plunger brooms or plunger pulls and shit. Okay? Because I know that if it was my family, you could watch every single motherfucking movie on TV and just use your imagination, bitch, because I promise you, that shit is crazy. Like, crazy! Do I know my legislator? Girl, no, I don't be the girl, no. Really? Jennifer? I know here they changed it to where if it's a child charge, you have to sit your entire time. Like before, they used to let them out. Dumbasses. They used to let them out and say that they were rehabilitated and make the drug dealers sit their entire time. Yeah, fucked up, right? Backwards as hell. But now they switched it to where it's the other way around. The people who are in there for like drugs and stuff like that can come home after doing certain programs and shit. And the Chester's got to stay. Looking into them. Listen. Peace. My town is very, how do you call it? Shady, dirty. But I mean, I will. I'll look into it. I'll Google it real quick. And watch me fucking know him. But anyways, that's besides the point. Yeah, there was a live. Also, Marilyn, to answer your question, I don't know why Ratina didn't, but to answer your question, the difference with Nelson is Nelson claimed that she wasn't drunk. She was the designated driver. She also went back to the casino. She also had a crush on the fucking baby daddy. Her sister was also married to the baby daddy's brother. So they were one big happy fucking family. She also forgets to mention that when Ratina and Nelson were going back and forth with Faith gone fishing, Nelson used to sit on live streams and say Faith was jealous of her because she had a good relationship with her baby daddy. Yeah. Also, she switched up her story when she went on Reckitt's side and then when she came over on her side with her 7 viewers. And you know what I mean? I don't even know. Here's my thing. Dude keeps popping out with a whole bunch of fucking different profiles and shit. And I'm gonna say right now, don't come over here. Do not come over here. Don't come over here acting like you're somebody else and then I find out that you're that fucking Chester. For real, for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for real. Cause honey, you think Nikki's words were bad? You think Nikki and who else has flipped out about them? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking, like, he was Misfit Toys. I don't fucking understand that. I don't understand that. I don't. And I've said it plenty of times. I don't get it. Being a fucking Chester is completely different than being a drug dealer or a fucking thief or, you know what I'm saying? No crime is okay. No crime is okay. I get that. No crime is okay, right? But some crimes you can fuck up and, change your ways. Something like that, there's something wrong with you inside your brain to turn you on for a fucking child. Like, it's gross, it's sick, it's disgusting, it's fucking, there's no, no. And I'm sorry, but honey, come on, Lola Rita. I just can't. Ugh. Oh, I'm over here calling for Lola. She's already in the cage. All right, you guys. I'm about to go to work. To the work place. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was called for in that live so many times, or like what was needed of me. But if it has to do with anything with the Chester, I highly suggest don't come to me with that shit. Don't. I've been very clear, very, loud on this app throughout the years I've been on here for how I feel about that type of shit. I'm not changing my stance. I don't change the way that I feel. I don't change the way that I look at it. I don't at all. I would literally hand over possibly an unbreathing corpse if I found out one of my brothers or my husband. Like I don't give a fuck. You can call me a snitch, call me what you want, honey. But you hurt a child, it's a done deal for me. Okay? All right? I'm not that excuse, because that's what I'm going to call it, a motherfucking excuse. If you tell me, well, it happened to me. Which would mean you wouldn't do that shit to another child. Yeah. Right. That's what I'm saying. But being on this internet and tormenting fucking women is disgusting as well. Using their fucking children as a way to try to get at them or to get them to react is fucking sick. At the end of the day, no, you're not close enough to touch them, but still, the thought of it. Y'all can call me fake, two-faced, whatever. But I don't care if I don't like somebody. Sorry, y'all. My bad. I don't care if I don't like somebody. Okay? Like, I could be, in the thick of it with them. Right? But Chester, I would still stand with them against you every single fucking time. Every time. Every single time. Especially you trying to use their children as a fucking way to get reactions out of them and shit like that. 100% would. The will. Actually, let me put that on. My bad, y'all. There's so much shit in my bag. Yeah, so I just really went live because I don't know what the hell, like, I was being called for, or being shared the live and all that stuff all them times. We all ain't gonna agree, and that's fine. Some of us think that he should go to church, people like that should go to church and do 27 Hail Marys and, you know what I'm saying, all that, because, it's against it's a sin or whatever to harm or wish harm or whatever like that. I'm one of God's chosen confused. So I think that he understands where my heart is when I say that a motherfucker deserves the worst. But if I only make it to the crossroads and not all the way in, hey, I made my choice, I just know I won't be with motherfucking Lucifer. I know I won't be in that section. Yeah. Right. Well, I'm just saying, because I know there's people on here that are so godly and, oh my God. If I cuss too much or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I know what I'm saying probably is making people like, oh my God, I can't believe you would wish that on somebody. Regardless, they're all people and da-da-da. Again, we can all agree to disagree. That is fine. I just know for me, fuck no. Girl, right. The Lord made us, honey. I know he knows. I know he knows me, damn it, because sometimes he be like, okay, girl, I see you. And sometimes he be like, nah, bitch. You went too far. You know? But I'm about to go. Yeah. I mean, all I know is if by the end of today, if these motherfuckers twist my words to the point where they say, or make it, like, try to twist it and make it seem like I'm in support, or I stand with, or I'm okay with, or I agree with anything having to do with rehabilitation, or because the motherfucker is supposedly not doing shit on TikTok, or because shit like that. Yeah, no. I don't believe that at all, because I don't give a fuck what he's posting on the app pertaining to children and stuff like that. He still has a charge that alerts his neighbors, and that's more important than the fucking app. But what he is doing on the app is tormenting fucking women, and, you know, threatening to post their children. Because, again, he told fucking Smashly straight out that he had Snark's children's information and shit like that. So, again, the Facebooks and all that. So, again, he might not be touching them because he's physically not around them. But we all know how the mental game is. And yeah, it's not right. I don't give a fuck if... All right, I'm getting off.